Okay, awesome. Good to see you again. So now that you have an account, uh, now is when we can really start doing some fun things with it. And so let's take a look here where I'm at. Again, I'm just on a web browser. I just went to google.com. You could really be anywhere. But when you go to google.com, it's going to show you if you are logged into your account. So like on that last step that we took, I created this new account, nateslife26@gmail.com. And so I see that I'm there. If for some reason there was nothing here and it said like log in or whatever, you can always click there and you can choose different accounts or sign out of all of them, and then you just log into the business account or the separate account that you've made. That's important because we don't want to lose files by accidentally putting it into a personal email. So there's really no limit on the number of accounts you can have. It's a great idea to separate them. You can see here, I've got a couple different ones. I've got Nate's Life 26 is just a practice with. This one is like my real email, nw826@gmail.com. This one I used to use it like when I was younger, and now I just use it for like when I'm signing up for things and I don't want to get a bunch of spam emails. And then I have several work accounts too for the different people I work with. And so that's a good way to separate your things. With each account, you're going to get 15 gigabytes of storage in the cloud, which is useful too for what you want to do. But I want to talk to you today about that right now, about how you can get your files into this new account that you've created. So I'm going to use Nate's Life 26 because that's simulating the one like your business account. So let's come here right next to it. Some people call this the waffle. There's 9 dots. If I click here, it's going to show all the different tools that are provided to me for free. And later on, I can definitely talk to you about these and show them to you. And it's really, really useful. And they're free, and like you really can't beat it. But the one we want to find right now is called Google Drive. Okay, so I'm just going to click that. Another way to get here, if I chose, would be just to type in drive.google.com. And that will help me to get to this area. And it's going to give you a little, bit of information. They always give you little prompts and stuff like that. If there's ever like something in blue and you don't want to see it again, just go ahead and close it. But you can see this is a place for all of your files. And so you could see there's a lot of different types of files. These are Google files, and I'm going to recommend later that I could help you start using Google files to manage your things. But I understand you probably have a lot of Microsoft or other files that we're going to use. So today I just want to show you how to get things in here. So this is going to simulate, like on a Windows computer where you have like I just want to go here actually, where you have like your manager, and you have, all the different folders on your hard drives and everything. And you just kind of organize it into folders depending on the task, right? We're going to do the same thing within Google Drive. So just kind of keep this type of organization in mind as I go to the Google Drive. So as I come over here, what I want to do first is create those main folders, and we can always edit this later. That's the beauty of using these tools. Number one, do not ever worry, you can't break it. There's no way to break it. And we can always edit and adjust later. So it's the kind of tool where you just want to jump in and just start doing things, and then we can always refine, no problem. But I'm going to go to the upper left corner here where it says new, and you could see I get lots of options. I'm just going to take the top one, which says folder. And so, okay, so I'm back. So here I'm going to start over again. Okay, so I'm going to go new in the upper left and select the top folder. Now here's where I want to think strategically, what types of documents, not necessarily the type of document, but what jobs do we want to get done? So maybe one would be finances. I can add as many as I want. So I'm going to do another one like customer info. Maybe another one like property management, whatever you need folders for. So, you might want to take a few minutes and think about, how do I want to organize this information? Now, later on, let's say I was in customer info, I can get inside of here, and you can see here's my, this is my path where I'm at. I'm at inside my drive, and I'm inside of customer info, and I can do this little down arrow too. So it's showing the folders within folders. I could go, I want to put a folder inside customer info and put Joey Smith, and maybe there's another customer who's named George Washington. That'd be pretty hot if somebody came named George Washington. Anyway, so you can see they're inside of there. So as I back out, that's one, I can just go, okay, I'm in customer info. Oh, I want to see what George Washington's up to. You can do that, and you can see these things adjust over here, so I can see, folders within folders, or I could close that up. It's really useful. But the first step is you want to set up the folders that you have. Okay. So now let's talk about, once you have these folders, if you want to get things into there. All right. So let's imagine I'm getting ready to, let's see what I have. I just want to see what I have on my desktop so I can see what I can play with here. Okay, so let's imagine we're getting ready to bring some things in. The easiest way to do is just drag them in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up all my files on my computer. And let's go first. I know I have a lot of things in my home drive, right? So here's my downloads. This probably has like a ton of things. Okay, awesome. So here's just a ton of things. You could see some of them are JPEGs or pictures. Some of them are PDFs. Some are other types of documents. It really doesn't matter what. Yeah, you can put anything in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize that so it's like a smaller window. And I could even do the same for this web browser, so I can get everything onto kind of one screen. That's going to make it easy to see what I'm doing and drag things around. So again, on the right-hand side here, I have all these files. They're coming right off my computer. And over here, this is my Google Drive. So let's say this was property management. Let's imagine all these pictures were pictures of the property, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and open that folder. I can see I'm in property management. And you can see these are all highlighted because I selected them all. And really the easiest way to do that is just go select one and then Control A highlights all of them. Now while I'm holding Control, I'm just going to grab it, and you can see it's got a hold of 317 folders. I just drag it and I drop it here, and then it's going to start working. Now it says it's uploading 317 items, and it's just going to do that automatically for me. I don't have to do anything else. Okay, so there it is. These are actually pictures from when we moved. That was a nightmare. Okay, so, and it's going to work. It shows me an estimate on how long it's going to take. And if I enlarge this also, I can see, let me get this guy out of the way. It'll give me a little green arrow when it's, a little green check mark when it's actually loaded. So here I'm looking at it, uploading them. And so these are all in here now, which is really awesome. I'm going to show you one more way to upload things. So I'm going to, again, make this kind of small on the left and small on the right. Wonder if I knew I just wanted this whole folder. Like I don't want to open and grab. And I want to put, let's say I want to put everything from the CCMS video resources in the George Washington folder. That's really no problem either. I mean, I can see them all here, but I can also just grab the folder and I just pull that whole folder and drop it. And so that is going to be, I mean, it's thinking now because I'm uploading hundreds of files right now at the same time, but it will put that right in there. If I want to put into finances, I want to put this folder, I just pull it over, boom, and it's going to drop it in there. And you could see a lot of things are getting put in here. That's going to be a big step for you to kind of get established on the cloud. And so think about it. Think about what main folders you would like to have. Get that account made. Think about what main folders you would like. Again, to review, you made those by going to new folder. And then once you get the new folder, boom, you just start dragging things off of your computer into here. And you can see a little bar here that shows how much storage you've used. 15 gigabytes is an enormous amount. You're not going to need to worry about that. And if I'm back here, and I'm looking, I'll always be able to come back here now. And now I'm starting to get all kinds of files. They're uploading pretty quickly, actually, so that's good. And I don't know if it started these yet, but anyways, that's kind of, so here's that folder of video resources, and you can see it uploaded all of them, which is good news. And so it's just going to do that automatically for you. So I think that's probably good. I know this video is kind of long. Sorry to kind of drone on, but give it a look. I think the steps to start would be make an account and then get into your drive, kind of start organizing it and just start pulling things in. If you get something where you don't want it, that's no problem. We can move things around later. So no, really, you can't break things. You can't go wrong. It'll be awesome. So let's take those first two steps and then we'll circle back and see how things go. All right. Awesome. Have a good day.